It looks like Big Brother is hungry, because tell me why Big Brother sends his ninjas to the house to cut away with all the prepared meals the housemates were having. Yes, guys, so this afternoon, a few minutes ago, Big Brother asked all housemates to freeze. Some were in the kitchen making lunch. Some were already having something to eat at the dining area, while some were busy filming for their wager presentation on Friday. That was how, after they froze, two ninjas walked in energetically, walking fast to first the dining area and the kitchen. Now, Topher, Anita, Nelly were busy eating, and they froze mid-eating. That was how the ninja just pulled all their food and carted it away outside of the house. The other ninja went into the kitchen where Handi, Cassia, and Wani were cooking, carted away with the pots. Like, I kid you not, the pots were on fire. These guys took it away, put off the cooking gas, even took the blender that had the tomatoes and pepper that Wani was about to pour into the pot. One even went upstairs to check the plate that was in front of OZEE because he was dressing up for the filming of their wager presentation. I'm like, what exactly is going on here? Like, yesterday they had their grasser planter presentation or tax, and these guys did not even give them cooking ingredients. Yes, the tax required each team to make a delicious pot of Nigerian soup, and they did not provide any ingredients. Now, I'll have you know that Big Brother has highly reduced the amount of ingredients and supplies he brings to the house. I mean, even though they won 100% of their wager, Big Brother gave them very little supplies. I mean, compared to the one they were receiving the weeks before, it's very minimal, right? And now Big Brother is taking it all away. Looking at everything that has been happening so far this week, ninjas coming in to wake them up, ninjas coming in to take away their food and all of that. The only thing that comes to my mind is the theme of the wager for the week, which is face your fears. Yes, so I think Big Brother is trying to tell them, okay, this is a week of facing your fears. And honestly, I do not think this is the last we've heard from the ninjas. I think they will still come in, maybe at night. We do not know. But, I mean, it keeps them on their toes. Most of them are complaining that Big Brother's house is now more or less like military regime. But I mean, 100 million naira and other prizes. You got, no lose guard, because it's Big Brother's house and is, beans. 100 million naira is not something you can easily give to somebody for sleeping and just, I mean, in the real world, it doesn't happen that way. So yeah, whichever one it is, the drama continues in Big Brother's house. Now, that's not the only drama or changes that Big Brother brought this week. Just like every other week, they were to have their diary sessions on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but this time around, Big Brother came with a twist. Coming from something he's done before back in the lockdown season, where he asked the housemates to be each other's Big Brother asked them to do the same this week, where housemates were to pick the names of housemate they will be Big Brother too. So chairs were set in the sunrise room, and with the leadership of the head of house, Suj, they were assigned time to go into the sunrise room and have their diary session with their fellow housemates. We had the likes of Handi being Suj's Big Brother. We had Wani being Topher's Big Brother, Kelly Ray being Wani's Big Brother, and so on and so forth. It was actually an eye-opener. It helped the housemates to basically say their mind, some of them bolder than the others, telling the Big Brother, who is actually a housemate, how they feel, sometimes about the person sitting there. It was actually very, very interesting. The one that actually intrigued me most was that of Kelly Ray and Wani, because I mean, we know that Wani is always nominating Kelly Ray, and she also talked about Kelly Ray being one of those people that she had like an impression of, and she really hasn't really gotten to the root of it, and she's trying to like get to know him better and all of that. So yeah, that's, I love the fact that she got to tell him to his face, and it was a mutual stuff. They had like a mutual understanding. I also enjoyed Anita's diary session, and Anita seems to be like the least, annoying housemate in the house, because almost all of them picked Anita as the least annoying housemate. 3 or 4 of them picked Onyeka as the most annoying housemate. Some of them for flimsy reasons, especially Sean's reason, like, oh, the way she celebrates after she wins. I'm like, guy, everybody can celebrate however they wish to celebrate. It's their win, not be you help them win. So, I mean, that's that. But I actually loved Cassia's own, where she actually talked about TJ being her least, or her most annoying or least trusted housemate, rather. And her reasons are very valid. Like, she said, getting into the house, she thought, TJ is that guy, that is quiet, always, lending a helping hand, listening to people and all of that. But later on, she got to understand that this guy is sneaky. Like, that snake he called Kelly Ray is actually who he is. And I quite agree with her, because we've seen TJ being sneaky. I mean, the past few weeks, he's always, going to this person, saying one thing, asking questions, using it to relate to the other person, telling things on his own and all of that. So it kind of makes sense. I totally do agree with Cassia. Yes, that TJ is a very sneaky person. But all in all, I did enjoy their diary sessions. I love the fact that they could tell each other face to face how they feel. And it also kind of shows you that some of the military things that Big Brother has done has gotten to them and is gotten them to sit up. This is a side of the no lose guard housemates that we are starting to enjoy, even though some people will still say they are boring. But for me right now, watching them, they are not as boring as they were 2 weeks before. I mean, they gave us a show last night with the impromptu drama featuring Wani, Handi, Onyeka, Nelly, Cassia is a case, even Sean, OZEE and OZEE. It was an interesting watch. I think we should do something. Africa Magic should do something to maybe get them in a production and produce that. It will actually be funny. Yes, guys. Now, moving away from what has happened in the house, let's talk about what has happened outside of the house. Now,
I'm just leaving it to, first of all, I'm leaving it to 2 people, because I've told the organizers of the shows to, bring out.
I think you should change the narrative.
And then my lawyer is working on it.
That's what I'm saying. I think you should speak, because people will run whatever that's built up.
Yeah, my lawyer, my manager is working on it, and then I've told the organizer of the shows to, at least, because in the past, this thing that I've watched, if someone does something like that, you play the tape, this is what happened, because you get the place he said it happened was only that place get 4 cameras, and you cannot tell me the 4 cameras are looking somewhere else, because it's 24 hours. So I've asked for footage several times, for like 4 times for I've not gotten nothing. So I said I wanted to press charges and all. Yeah, I said that too.
Wow.
So so I'll just leave it as that. So I don't know why, because I can't do nothing if I don't get no footage. So.
You all know Ben is out of the house, and this is something I would have talked about yesterday, but I was not opportune to do a video later on yesterday. Anyways, so Ben, in one of his media rounds, he had talked about that incident that concerns him and Handi. Yes, you know the incident I'm talking about. The one where Handi had complained that he touched her inappropriately while trying to wake her up, and she related that to her sister, and both of them related it to Sean. I think Sean and Victoria were heads of house at that point, and they related it. I think they wanted Big Brother. They actually did want Big Brother to play the clip, and Big Brother, I think he later called Ben about it, and the whole issue, the way it was handled, was not really satisfactory to a lot of us, especially us, the viewers, who wanted to know who is lying and who is telling the truth. Now, Ben has said in his interview that his lawyers has been contacted, his management have been contacted, and they are willing to press charges against Wani X Handi, and of course, petitioning Big Brother to release that video footage. Now, what do I think about this? While I applaud him, for taking a stand, because everybody has got the right to defend themselves, especially in the face of such accusation, I would actually want them or him to press them to release those, because right now, I can't even say, okay, Ben was accused wrongly, or Wani was lying, or Ben was telling the truth, because the way this whole matter is, the way we saw it in the house, both parties genuinely seemed concerned. One party, it's not a case of, one party was being smug about it for you to easily detect and say, this person was lying, or this person had done it. Now you don't even know who had done it or who is lying. So at this point, I don't know, with with his lawyers, subpoena them, put them in a place where they have to release the clip, if so be it. But then again, knowing the reality of things and knowing how other housemates or ex-housemates that have asked for clip to be played, how it eventually turned out, honestly, I am not ecstatic about this whole matter being properly handled. That's all I have to say about this. Let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comment section. On that note, I'd like to say a very big thank you to you all for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, what exactly are you waiting for? Kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, OZEE Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.